Welcome to Life with Gaz. If you're new to the channel, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, because I have a new sea fishing video every Wednesday, and then the second Saturday of every month I'll put a freshwater video on as well.
Well, hey guys, welcome to Life with Gaz, and today I'm fishing down here at Whitmore's fishery. I've come to the East Canal for a very good reason. That's because there's perch in here. Now, I'm 29 species in this year. I wanted to get to 30 and perch looked like a good bet. So there are some bigger perch in here, but there's some smaller ones as well. And if I'm lucky, I may be able to pick one up and get to that magic number of 30. So what I'm going to do is cast out, and I'm going to see if I can find one.
The approach I took today was to actually attack this venue float fishing. I was fishing just over depth on the bottom, fishing with maggots, looking for that elusive perch, and this obviously produced a few other fish as well, as obviously a lot of little silverfish. Now you will see later on in the video a little silverfish which washes up on the bank next to me. That I'd seen up on the corner when I was coming in, and it floated down, and it took an hour or two to make it to me, but once it did I hooked it out with a net and just left it on the side.
Well guys, I've been here about 10 minutes and I finally have managed to catch my 30th species of fish. I had a couple of tiny little baby bream, and my 30th fish is another tiny little fish as well. It's just down here in the net, and you can see him just swimming around in there. When I lift it up, we've got my very first gudgeon caught up here today at Whitmore's fishery. So I'm going to get this little fish back. He's only a couple of inches long, but don't worry, I'm still quite happy to see him. I'm going to let him go, and I'm going to carry on and enjoy the day.
Quite clear right from the outset that there's a lot of silverfish in here, and I couldn't really get past them to get to the perch. Now apparently there are some big perch in here, but because I was looking for species rather than specimens, Today I was just quite happy to get that 30th species and I wasn't too concerned over what it was, although the perch did elude me all day. Now these small bream, I could have spent all day catching those guys, but after a few I sort of started to think about changing those tactics.
So I've been fishing for about an hour. I've managed to catch my 30th species, so I'm quite happy with that. But catching loads of little baby bream, and obviously I had a little dace as well as that gudgeon. What I'm going to do now, because I've seen other bubbles in the swim over on the far bank, is I'm actually going to change rig over to a pellet rig, and I'm just going to fish that on the bottom, slightly over depth on the float, with some Robin Red's pellets on there, and see if I can pick up whatever's making those little bubbles. I've been told there's carp in here up to about £6, so there may be a chance of a couple of small carp. Well guys, I've gone through a lot of little silverfish. I've changed tactics and it's paid off for me, because I've gone over to a pellet rig and I've just picked up a £1 11-ounce little barbel. So I'm going to get this little guy back and carry on fishing. Well guys, I've got there in the end. I've finally got this little carp. It's a perfect little common carp. Very, very nice looking little fish. I'm going to get him back in the water now, and unfortunately it is time for me to pack up. So what I'm going to do, there you go, just send him off on his way. Now if you guys have liked this episode, make sure you hit the subscribe button down there. Check out my latest video over here and my freshwater playlist up top.